but they've been waiting for us.
I'm coming to you a slightly bit earlier, which is no harm. Just gives a little bit more time to talk about movies. Join our man at the movies. It's Collie McFadden, live from Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran. A very good afternoon to you too.
Hiya, Seamie. And what a wonderful cinema afternoon it is here in
Oh,
Bundoran.
yes.
After our heat wave. Yes, there's nothing says
Prayers
summer
have been
holidays in Donegal than this. But you know what? It's a good one. And I know people say, oh, you're enthusiastic, so on, but it's great. I am a little worried. I was making my, I have a pre-match ritual. I always make myself a cup of tea before I come on air with you. And I was kind of going, well, people think I'm soft because we've been very positive lately. And see what happened yesterday as well. It was quite unusual for me. I was in Eclipse Cinemas, but not in Bundoran. I was in the sister chain in Lifford, which is really unusual. But they were given the premiere of Disney Pixar's new movie Elemental, and they asked me, would I like to go? And I go, yeah, of course it is. Now, I could see the movie anyway here. That's my job. But this way, I got to go, and I got some cupcakes. You know, some people would say Lifford's a long way to drive from Bundoran for cupcakes, but I did. But meanwhile, what I didn't know, though, while I went to see this new movie, which I'm going to talk about after the clip, I didn't realize secretly somebody snuck into Bundoran Cinema last night instead.
Really?
While I wasn't there. Who is that now, Seamie?
Was it Barbie? No?
It was Barbie. She's not here for 2 weeks. I believe you actually took a visit to the director's lounge. You waited till I wasn't there.
Yes,
and what did you go see?
I snuck in, yeah. Indiana Jones, the last appearance, the wrap-up of it. I have to say, folks, you got to go see it. It's look at if you're a fan at all, you can't miss this. It's the finale, it's the final, and I really enjoy it now. I have to say it myself, you know.
And I was delighted. Yeah, well, yeah, I think you are, because I was delighted, because I was trying to talk you into it. Yeah, sorry. And you know, the thing is, both of us were so disappointed the last one. I could see Collie's always enthusiastic. There was a wee bit of doubt in your eyes going, well, look, I hope so. But we all had that thing, and there's no doubt about it. You probably heard the press reports. It had quite a poor opening weekend by the sides of, mega blockbusters. But this week, it's out. And obviously, it is still, in this day and age, word of mouth still counts. People went to see it, and other people went, was it as bad as the last one? Went, no, it's really good. And so they're coming this week. So I was delighted.
It is good.
Yeah, I'm delighted you enjoyed it.
And all I got to say about it is I liked the reference to all the other movies.
Yeah.
Because I've watched all the movies, I said, oh, he was, that's him. There was a lot of that. And which is brilliant. It was brilliant that they brought them back. Like.
Yeah, a kind of a greatest hit set, as we said. You kind of Glastonbury greatest hit set.
And one more thing I'll say, she was fantastic in the movie.
She's very funny, brings a bit of life into it, a bit of style, and she's no token presence. She's well worth the place. Very good. But first of all, let's go to a totally different world, with the world of Pixar's Elemental, and I'll tell you all about it after this clip.
Meet the residents of Element City. Air usually has their head in the clouds.
Oh, my new jacket!
Earth can be a little seedy.
Nothing weird going on here.
Just a little pruning. Water is always getting into something. Help! And fire? As ordered. We run a little hot.
This shop is dream of our family. Someday it'll all be yours.
But we all live by one simple rule.
Elements cannot mix.
Elements cannot mix. It looks fantastic. It looks great and very funny indeed, I'd say.
Yeah, what's great there, and I know people think we put this on, but I know for a fact, I can see you on the camera watching the trailer, that you hadn't seen that trailer before.
No, I haven't.
You were laughing, and you were laughing away. Look, this is Pixar, I think, are greatest, and I was delighted as well. Look, we're talking about Indiana Jones. It's great to have Indy back and all that, but it's great to have a new story. And in this one, it's set in the city, Elemental City, where all the elements mix except one. Water and earth and air have all found a way to coexist, but kind of shoved off into the corner is fire, because they're considered dangerous, because, they set fire to things and things don't mix. So, as Pixar always do so well, if you're little, there's a lovely story here about the funny fire girl and the kind of silly water guy, and they kind of get together and they have adventures, and can they save the village and all that sort of stuff that you love when you're a little kid. And of course, there's a slightly deeper story. They're talking about, us in 2023 and how people get along, and how, maybe when we're together, we can do like amazing things. And, we were talking off air about a community thing that's going on in Bundoran. It's a movie that's going to come up in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk about it then. It shows you what people can do when we're together. But first of all, what Pixar do, like, you're 2 seconds in, you're already in the world now. You've seen the trailer. It's so beautiful looking. And the design, like all the subways are water, all the airships that the clouds travel in. And you just go, this is gorgeous looking city. I want to go to Elemental City and go, you're 50 years old. It's a cartoon. It doesn't exist. I'm still want to go. It's funny. It's charming. It is the rare thing. I know one of the people in cinema goes, I don't know if people want general movies when it's suitable for everyone. They think that means, anyone can go and see it, means it's only for little kids. It's actually the opposite. It means everyone should see it, because there's something here for everyone. It's the same with things like Coco and Toy Story. There was always such a wide story, and it mightn't be quite on that top tier, but it's a big improvement on last year's Lightyear. It's really good original storytelling. And I absolutely loved it. And also, one thing I noticed, there's a couple of mildly, well-known actors, but there's no famous voice actors. You're not going, oh, that's the voice of George Clooney. That's the voice. The star is the animation and the story. And there's nothing like it. We've often talked about all these sequels here and go, yeah, it was good to see these people. And she's very funny. But what the story is? This is just a simple story done well. And it's going to be a big summer hit. Unusually, yesterday I said I went up to Lifford to watch it, and I usually watch most movies on my own, but I watched it in a room full of families, and I was going, I'm right about this one, because I could hear the trickles of laughter and the gasps of little people going, oh, will she be okay? Lovely movie. Absolutely loved it.
Okay, right. That was for the kids. You've got a horror movie for me. I think I'll skip this one. Go on.
Yeah. Look, this looks too scary for me. I'm not going to lie to you. There's so many movies out, right? There's so many movies out coming out, and I was going, oh, maybe I could use an excuse. I'm too busy to watch this one. It's Insidious, which I think most horror fans would go, of the new batch of horror, with Paranormal Activity and The Nun and all those, this has probably been the best one. And particularly the first two, and this seems to be a real return to form. The fact that they're bringing it out this part of the summer with all the big blockbusters, with Indiana Jones, with Mission Impossible coming, with Barbenheimer Day, which is the day that Barbie and Oppenheimer comes, and they're confident enough to say, but there's some people who want a different choice, a different type of movie, and we think this is a really good, strong horror movie, because other films have been blown away. The Flash hasn't done great. They done that well. Neither has Transformers. But suddenly they're thinking this is a good one. So obviously they're very confident in it. I watched the trailer today. Scared the pants off me, frankly. So I'm going to try and find an excuse, maybe to be busy next week and not watch it. Yeah. But if you're a
probably
horror
keep
fan,
away from red doors. Is that the message?
Yeah. If you're horror, my door is red. I might have to repaint it. But if you're a horror fan, this looks like a good one. This is good one.
Yeah. You're going to enjoy this. All right, the big one this week, it has to be, I suppose, Mission Impossible. He's back. I was watching the trailer last night in the cinema.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
It looks absolutely epic.
And it's so, yes. Well, I don't know yet. It's not open till Monday, which is one of the reasons that even though it's the biggest movie of the week, because it opens on Monday, we'll be talking about it next Thursday, and I haven't seen it yet. We'll talk more about it. But I opened the papers this morning. It's 5 stars everywhere, and I suppose in some ways it's the opposite of Elemental in that this is all physical. Tom Cruise goes, "Why would you use CGI? I'll jump off the cliff." That's the whole point of these movies. And weirdly, in his 40s, 50s, and now 60s, this is what he says. Movies have to be spectacular. We saw it last year with Top Gun, and I'm not sure we all believed it till we saw Top Gun and went, wow. The reviews for this are similar to Top Gun last time, that it's the cinema experience of the year. Well, at least till Barbie comes out, but that's going to be a very different sort of experience. That the stunts are amazing. it's called Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So you go, how many letters go? All you have to go is go and get your ticket for Mission Impossible, the new one, because it looks spectacular. You've probably seen the clips of the making of the stunt with the motorbike, but apparently on the big screen, it looks fantastic.
Well, it looked awesome in the cinema last night. It just that stunt alone. And,
it's playable from midnight on Sunday, and I'm usually in bed by about 10:30.
You won't be.
I think I'm going to sneak into the cinema and watch it at midnight. This looks great. I can't wait to talk about it next Thursday.
Okay, right. Okay, Mr. Monday, you're bringing back. Is this a horror film?
This is another one, but this be the horror movie that you could watch because it's much more psychological. It's good fun. It was a Stephen King story. I'm a big Stephen King fan, and it was one that like the story itself is only about 10 pages, and they kind of expanded into what would happen after the Stephen King story. It's really good, fun, interesting movie called The Boogeyman. And the kid in it is absolutely brilliant. It's good fun. It's one of those, you go, it's not the most original movie I ever saw, but it's just well done. I had a good time at it. So I'm looking forward to people having a last chance to see that, because that came out right when all the good weather was on, and maybe people didn't get a chance. But we've got your choice for scary movies. We've got your choice for spectacular movies. We've a load of good kids movies. And next week, we've Mission Impossible, and we've a little movie called Puff and Rock, which loads of mums and dads who've little ones will know, because it's an Irish cartoon series. They think it's on Netflix, it's on some streaming service, but they're making their big movie. And it's one of those that will be 4 and 5 year olds first chance to go to the cinema. It's made for them, and I love when we have that. Choice for everyone is always my favorite thing.
Okay, thanks for that. Right, that's it for the movies this week. And of course, we're not going to say anything about Barbie. Come on, no.
We're so excited about it. And Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer looks brilliant. But Barbie, I saw my first clip of it, not just the trailer, a clip of it. Laugh out loud funny. Cannot wait. But we've loads of movies to come before that. We're not even there yet.
Well, it's the excitement is starting, as they say. It's Barbie excitement. Okay, that's Collie on movies, and enjoy the movies this week. And we'll chat you back here next Thursday. That's Collie McFadden and all at Eclipse Cinemas in Bundoran. Have a great week at the movies.
Bye.